Welcome back to the farmstead. Today I'm working on a little restocking project and I thought I'd bring you along. Now over the years I have put together a series of my favorite spice blends, and these are ones that contain the flavors that we really like. Now I have a house blend, which is salt and pepper and all the basics. I have a Cajun, I have a Oklahoma steak seasoning, I have a barbecue rub, and a couple of others. But today I am all out of my house blend, my steak seasoning, and my new favorite, the Cajun blend. So I have bought all the components to make a big batch, so I will have some for my pantry, and I can make enough to share with others in my holiday baskets this year. So let's get started. Oh, side note, if you were here in the video where I couldn't find my cayenne pepper, I found it. Yay! This is garlic powder, and I have 5 of these. Now I'm going to take those and I'm going to put them all in one container. This is a 1.5 pint jar. I'm going to add all these to here. I've made labels so that I can label them, and that way when I get ready to do my mixes, I can just scoop out what I need, and the rest is good to store, and I'll use it up pretty quickly. So I have garlic powder, onion powder, I have some cinnamon, ended up with a lot of cinnamon, lemon pepper, minced onion, and some paprika. So, gonna get those put into jars. I need a knife. Now I think I'm going to leave my paprika in these. This one is open, and this I will use in this little endeavor. But this one is still sealed, and I think it will stay fresher if I leave it sealed. So we're going to do that. I do buy salt and pepper in bigger containers because we do use those for a variety of things. So bigger salt, lots and lots of bigger pepper. Now, let's take these over to the bar, get all the rest of our supplies together, and make us some seasoning blends. Okay, I've got all of our ingredients together to make our 3 different blends, so let's get started. First one we're going to do is our house blend, and we're going to start with 1 cup of kosher salt. Now, I buy my spices in the quantities that work for us. You can always buy them in bigger quantities at your big box stores like Sam's, Costco. As Your Standard has a fantastic selection of wonderful, I think, organic spices. But I don't want to buy more than what I'm going to use in a reasonable amount of time. All right, so there's our 1 cup of kosher salt. We need a cup of black pepper. I may start sneezing here in a minute. Woo! All right, 1.3 cups of our onion powder. Cup. This is 1/4. Let's do that. Tad more. Okay. Onion powder. Cup of garlic powder. And you know what? We had garlic powder left. I'm going to start with it. There we go. Use that right up. There's our 1 cup. I'm going to need a half a cup of parsley flakes. Let's see how much is in one of these little jars. I would bet it's close to that. Parsley flakes, half a cup. Okay. All right. And 1/2 cup of white sugar. And I got that out of my canister over there. All right, now I use a whisk that has tines that are pretty close together. And that's it. With a spatula, I'm going to dig all the way down to the bottom, turn it over, and over and over and over until I feel like it's well mixed. All right, so my bottles. Now I buy bottles on Amazon. They come in different configurations. The tops come in different configurations. This one has a twisty top. This one is an 8-ounce jar. These are 4-ounce jars and they have flip lids. But just look when you're getting your bottles and make sure that you get the type of lid that you want. A lot of times they'll come with labels, like if you're organizing your own spice drawer, that'd be a great way to do it. But I have made my own labels for these. Now for my house seasoning, I'm going to use the 8-ounce jars because we use this more than anything. This is for meat and fish and vegetables. It is your general all-purpose spice. So I'm going to use my little funnel, and this came with a box of jars one time when I bought some. And it is just right to get you loaded up. And I'm going to fill these to where this ring right here in the middle is. I want to leave a little bit of a headspace, but not too much. There we go. Put our lid on. And then we'll get them all labeled. All right, so let's fill up some more. Perfect. All right, so with that batch, we have 5 8-ounce jars. All right, clean up a little bit, and then we'll get the next one done, and we're going to label them all when we get them all done. Okay, the next batch is our Oklahoma steak seasoning. Now, this was kind of put together after I went on a trip with my girls to Oklahoma. And we ate at a steakhouse, and they had fantastic seasoning on their steak. And we kind of asked what it was, but they really didn't want to give up their recipe. But what they did tell us was lemon pepper. So I'm thinking, all right, Well, I can build on that. So that's what I've done. And I've tweaked it over the years, but this batch is good stuff. All right, so we're going to start with 2 cups of lemon pepper. To that, we're going to add only a 1/4 cup of their kosher salt. I used to add more salt, but I've really backed off because it just doesn't need it. Okay, we got that. We need a 1/4 cup of garlic powder. Okay. We need 2 tablespoons onion powder. We're going to do 4 teaspoons of thyme. All right, secret ingredient, paprika, 1 teaspoon. And if you happen to have smoked Spanish paprika, all the better. And that's it. All right, same routine, stir it all up. All right, now, this one we're going to use 4-ounce bottles because I don't use this as often and it really doesn't take so much when you do use it. So we're going to put this in 4-ounce bottles. And I don't just put this on beef steak. I also put this on pork chops. That's good too. A little more. A little more. Right up to the bottom of the neck. There we go. That's what I want. Alright. That was a little short. I'll keep this one for me. Alright, so we got 4.5 lemon pepper from that recipe. And I will put all these recipes in the description below for you. Alright. Wipe out. Move on to Cajun. Now, if you saw my recent football bash video, this is the same recipe that we used for our wings, and we have really come to enjoy it. So we're going to make some more so I can share it. Now, this one calls for 9 tablespoons of paprika. Tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was a half. 9. Okay. 6 tablespoons of our kosher salt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 tablespoons of garlic powder. 3 tablespoons of black pepper. 1 3 tablespoons of white powder. 3 tablespoons of onion powder. 3 tablespoons of oregano. 1 my cayenne. 1 tablespoon of cayenne. 1.5 tablespoons of thyme. So 1.5. There we go. Get all that paprika mixed up really well. Alright, I do have a little bit left from another batch that I made, so I'm just going to add that in. I'm going to jar it up with the rest. Nice. Alright. We're also going to do these in 4-ounce jars. This is good on fish, shrimp, anything you want to give that little Cajun flavor to. Brussels sprouts. Here we are. 6 of the Cajun seasoning. All right, let me wipe up my workspace. We're going to label these. So here are my labels. And I made these using address labels and my Canva software, and then combined them into labels. Now there are many different ways to make labels. This one works well for me, and so that's what I do. But you do whatever works well for you. Right, so I'm going to take my bottle and lay it down. I'm going to peel the label. I'm going to center it up on my bottle and just roll it on. And on my labels, I put what it is. I put my logo. I put, for house blend, I put a little note that this is an all-purpose blend of herbs and spices for vegetables and meats. I do put the ingredients on there in case someone might be sensitive to something. I want them to know what's in there. And then I just put a little bit of clip art that I found, my address, a Best By date, and I put these out 6 months, about 6 months, and how much is in here, which is 8 ounces. Okay. There's my house blend ones. Move them over to the side, and let's do our lemon pepper next for our Oklahoma steak seasoning. Same thing. Same. I made them the same way. But this time I'm going to, on the square bottle, I'm going to try to put the name of it right in the middle and then wrap it around. And I had to play with it a little bit to get my ingredients to where they were right here on this side, and all my other stuff was right here on this side. But and our Cajun. And on this one I found a little crawfish. And there we have it. 3 blends of spices and seasonings that we really like. I can put in the stuff I like. I can leave out the stuff that I don't like or that someone might be sensitive to. But all of them are very good and we will enjoy them. Hope you'll give something a try. Be brave. Experiment. Watch the salt. Salt can be overpowering. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.